I needed to just have a minute last.
Do you know, slightly off topic, right?
Yeah.
I done an education video this week for my clients on time management.
Yeah.
I seen that.
And I went through 3 things. And it was like time blocking, active procrastination, and what was the third one? Doesn't really matter because it's not to do with the story. But I was talking about it does. It was the one that is important. Efficiency. Getting efficient with your habits.
Yeah.
So like looking at your life and looking at where you aren't efficient. And I was saying about like when we worked, I nearly said the name, in the place that we don't name, just so that I could save like 3 minutes of my day. When I left for work in the morning, I would get my bowl and I would get the ingredients out for tea for when I got in that night and leave them on the side. Yeah. And then when I was eating that, as I was cooking that, I would get my bowl and my coffee mug out and the coffee pod and everything for the next morning before I went to bed so that I could like shave off just a couple, because the condiments didn't have to come from the cupboard to the table. They were just there. And I was like, wow, imagine not having that much time. Like that, it was a flashback to like,
I think
wow.
that did honestly help. I mean, obviously everybody can lose track with like time, obviously, like we all do it. Like it's not like, you know, you learn how to be more efficient and then you're more efficient every single day. Like it's not like that. But I think working in that kind of environment kind of opened up the gateway for us to learn what time management was. So it was like, I used to eat my porridge in between my legs down the motorway.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because I'd be like, there's no time when I get there. Like, this needs to be in now. Like, and then I was like, then I'm going to have to rush to uni. Then I'm going to have no time until 1 o'clock. So then I was like, I'll have to go back to work and train at 1. And then I'm going to have to go back to uni for the last 2 lectures. And then I've got to go back to work for me last sessions. Yeah. So I'd just be like, my day would just be like, that's the way it's going. And that's because I didn't have any time. So I think, like, you talking about time management is probably good. Like for your clients, because you can actually say, I have been in a position where I felt like I had no time.
Yeah. 100%.
I think we've spoke about this before. We speak about values all the time because it's just so fucking important. But like one of my clients said to me the other week before I'd done the time management thing, she was like, when I started with you, like she's busy. Everyone's fucking busy. Yeah. She was like, I didn't think I was going to be able to do like 2 or 3 workouts a week and to do all of the food prep stuff and to do all of this. And I've just found the time. And I was like, because you give a fuck about it. Like, if you give a fuck about it, if you understand the importance of it, you'll find the time. If you don't understand the importance of it, if you can't see the value in that behaviour or that task or that thing, you won't make time for it.
Do you know what I always think, and it's probably more so with my clients than yours. I don't know if you have any like younger people.
I have a few, yeah.
People who don't have any responsibility always struggle with time management.
Yeah.
Because they've never been under the pressure to have to work it out.
Yeah.
So if you're just in uni, like you like 1 lecture a day, and you might have to do a bit of fucking revision every now and then, but you might forget and you might push it off till the weekend, and like you're just fucking about doing nothing all day. And then you're looking at people executing and you're like, how the fuck are they finding all the time to do that? I can't find the time to go to 1 lecture and get me revision done and meal prep and go to the gym. It's like the level of stuff that you have to fit in the day is so like insignificant that there's no pressure.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. You could just do it tomorrow. There's no pressure. So you've never had to develop the skills. You've never been forced to develop the skills. Whereas when you've got 101 responsibilities and everything has to be executed right now, you just find, you just work it out. You just find the capacity to be able to do it. Yeah. It's like that pressure. The pressure creates diamonds.
Like, I think a lot of people just think like our job like kind of reaches to the realms of like training programs and nutritional protocols, and that's kind of it. And I'm like, no.
Do you know what I wish I could do? I wish I could like put someone's brain in the future. If like, say, if you work with me for the next 6 months, this is
what's going to happen,
and you'd be able to see into the future, and like, so they understand. Because
the gravity of the situation.
People just think it's just like, oh yeah, I just get a training plan and a nutrition plan, and I'll just do a check-in. It's like, it's not.
No, there's a lot of like, obviously we're not psychologists, you know what I mean? But like, there's a lot of behaviour change work and habit unpicking and rebuilding that needs to be done during that time. And obviously it's like individual to each client as to how they work towards doing that. So it's like what is really being sold to somebody isn't a trainer and nutrition program. It's the ultimate result, isn't it, of feeling better in your own skin, number one, because that's what everybody wants, but also to like be at a place where you are actually happy inside, which not to suggest that if you look great on the outside, you're always just going to be happy on the inside. But like the way they say happiness is an inside job, it's about like making that outside match the inside and what you want the inside to be like. So it's like those behaviors and habits that you're picking up are in line with somebody who could be happy in this life. Like, rather than just like if you fill your body with shit constantly, you do nothing for it, you never move, you lie on the couch all day, you're gonna feel like shit. If you're watching negative like shit on the telly, if you're watching the news every day and like scaring yourself silly with stuff from the news, and you're looking at this and you are consuming like negativity, you have bad habits that don't support a healthy and fulfilled life, you have consumed negative shit for however long, and like then you're expecting to feel good in yourself. So like I'm always like, it's not just like, oh, it's about aesthetics. It's not just about aesthetics. Like it's not just about that. Those are great, and I absolutely support people who want to make aesthetic changes, because I think that if you're unhappy with what you look like it's hard to be happy about that part of your life. But it's equally as much about being happy on the inside and like what you can do to make yourself feel happier. And those behavior changes that we kind of facilitate like help to be happy on the inside. Like all of the stress management stuff, all of that becoming better with time management, all of the learning how to like do things for yourself and put yourself first. All of these kinds of things like facilitate that happiness. And I just don't think people realize that that's actually what we're selling here. We're not just selling you like jump on a treadmill or
the outside's like the stepping stone, isn't it?
Yeah,
like you have to say to that person, because when you meet that person on like a consultation call or the first conversation you have with them, you're meeting them at the point where they see their body as the problem. They see like their weight as the problem, or their lack of routine, or their shit diet as the problem. And we know that that's just
a byproduct of the problem.
Yeah, that's just a result of all of the things that they're not doing in their life, that they're mismanaging or they're like ignoring their emotions or whatever it is. But then when you've got them on that call, you've got to be like, sound, let's get you some weight off.
Yeah.
You're going to feel great.
Yeah.
When you lose that weight, we're going to get you exercise, and we're going to get you eating right. And then because obviously we were all at that point once where that's where I got into fitness, was because I'd done a keto diet, thought keto was the best thing in the world, and got abs, so started telling everyone else to do keto.
Do keto.
And that was how I got into fitness. You all start with that, and then we know you can't say that to someone on the phone because they're not ready to hear it, are they? Like you're not ready to. Someone on the phone is not ready for you to go, "Hi, I'm Jack. Lovely to meet you for the first time today. Your weight's not the problem.
It's your habits and the way you live your life."
Your whole entire life is the problem. The weight is just the outcome. When do you want to start?
Yeah.
That's a good way
true,
to put it. The weight is just the outcome. Like if you're living like a dickhead, you just so happen to be very out of shape.